Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're here today with another Sims 4 speed build. Now before we discuss the build in any greater detail, I just want to open this video by saying how proud I am of this house. I have never built anything like this before. I've never done anything in this style. I've not really played to the same extent with pack restrictions or things. And just to see the end result and what I have achieved, I love it. I'm not even going to downplay it. I am so proud of this. You know, if you follow me on Twitter and Tumblr and things, you will have already seen it. Because that's how proud I am of it. I just love how it's turned out. And another positive thing about this is I feel I've been saying that a lot in my recent builds. And, you know, it's not without merit. You know, I am proud of what I'm achieving. I'm proud of, you know, how far my building has come on in such a short space of time. You know, I always say that I'm not a good builder. And I mean, that still kind of stands. There's some people that can make the most incredible fantasy out there wild builds, like they can use debug like nobody's business. You know, I'm not there. Like, that's not my skill level. I can't build a castle, you know, and that's fine. But at the same time, I can see my builds are improving. Like, if we look at this build compared to something I built a couple months ago, you know, it's like next level. This is something else. And, you know, that makes me happy. So as I said, I've not built anything in this style before. And you might be asking, what style is that? Well, I would say probably Mediterranean, but as I've also said previously, I'm no architecture expert. Anyway, what we're doing today is we're actually building a house for my Nerdysave. With me getting more into building recently, I do want to make more houses that I can put in this elusive save file I keep talking about. So basically, the idea of the Nerdysave is the same idea every other simmer in the world has had, and they want to create their own save file. And me, I can never be left out, so I'm doing it too. Whether I will ever finish this is a completely other story. You know, this will probably be one of those pipe dream projects, like building my own neighbourhood in The Sims 2. Will it happen? Probably not, but you know, we're gonna try. So I think this is my 5th build for it, and this is my first build in Oasis Springs. So this is a complete base game only build of a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in the Granada Place lot. So we have just completely bulldozed the house that was here, and I'm doing my own. I got really inspired by a picture I saw in a Sims Facebook group. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like the Sims Elite or something. And you know, this person shared a couple of photos being like, hey, can anyone build this house? And one of the photos just jumped straight out at me and being like, yes, that will look so good in Oasis Springs. So I put that on my phone. You know, a couple of weeks have passed and I just really wanted to build it. You know, I had another thing planned that I'm still going to do, but this just kept like niggling away at me being like, hey, build me. So here we are building it. And I'm in love. Like, I am in love. So with the Nerdysave, I want this to be as accessible for everyone as possible. So that means I'm only going to use the packs that the worlds come with. So for things like Oasis Springs, Willow Creek, Newcrest, these are all going to be base game only. Things like Sulani, base game and Island Paradise. San Myshuno, base game City Living. So basically, there's going to be a lot of packs we don't get to use in these builds, but that's fine. You know, we have all the time in the world to build these super pack-intensive builds. It doesn't have to be in the save file. So, you know, I am so impressed that this is base game only. Like, I say a lot of the time, I find base game only builds to be quite ugly. You know, I do. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of the newer packs, they just have so many nicer items, and the items look better in the newer packs. Which, I mean, it's understandable. This is a 6-year-old game. Graphics have changed a lot in that time. However, this is complete base game, and I think it looks so good. I'm just wanting to talk a bit about the outside of the house now, because that's another thing I'm really proud of. So if you've spent any time at all building in The Sims 4, you'll know you can't build to the edge of the lot. You know, you can't have a fence going around the outside. You can't have the wall go to the outside. This is quite a large house, and it's quite a small lot. So with that, my house has gone basically to the edge of the lot. So what I've done is I've done a bit of a sneaky peek thing, and we've gone into debug. And we have built this really cool wall out of debug objects. So there's not a lot of debug in this lot. Most of it is base game. But the wall and the sort of front landscaping, that's all debug. And I think there's like the plant pots on that back porch and a watering can. And that's it. Everything else you can find in the normal build by catalogue. I actually think the landscaping for this turned out quite cute. I didn't want to go overboard with landscaping just because although we're in quite a lush area, this is still the desert. So there wouldn't be tons and tons of plants because in the summer they just would die. You know, we don't have the water and there'd probably be droughts and things to take into consideration. So we want plants that are going to be native to the environment and they were going to thrive in that time. So that's why we kind of went for like the aloe veras, the cactuses, the ferns, you know, just stuff you would find around. Now, there's not really a back garden as such, so I've just popped some palm trees out there. Your Sims can technically reach the back because with the walls being debugged, they're not going to realise they're walls and they will probably walk through them. But I didn't want to make it, you know, that obvious that it's not a real wall. So I've not really put any items out there that they can use. There is a little barbecue area and there is a lot of skill building items in this house though. Like, I personally think this house covers all your bases. Now, the inside of the house, I'm proud of it and I think it looks good, but it's boring. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. It is boring. We've made it very plain and quite generic. Just because, again, I want this to be as accessible for everyone as possible. So what that means is I'm not going to heavily decorate this house for a specific sim when, you know, your sim family might not fit that vibe. You know, I want this to be sort of like a blank canvas. You know, you can move any family in here and you can easily tweak it to their needs. And, you know, that's kind of what I wanted to achieve here. And I think I have nailed it. Like, I'm not even going to downplay this. I think I absolutely nailed it. I always say I can't build on a budget and I can't build with restricted packs. Well, guess what? We have got a 3-bed home, only just over 88,000 on the gallery, and it's base game only. Round of applause, please. Yeah, it's only 88,000. The lot that was originally here was 120,000, I think. So we're already coming in under budget from that, and I wasn't even trying. Like, please, where is my medal? But no, I like how this turned out. I really like it. We've got a lot of skill building objects, so there's an easel, there's a chess table, there's a woodworking bench, there's bookcases, there's a computer. You know, whatever your sim wants to do, they can do it in this house. And that's amazing. Like, you know, this house is just so versatile. Now, I have had a lot of issues this past week. Most of them have been technical issues, so that's why there has been a bit of a break in videos. And all I can do is apologise, but I have been working to fix them and it's still not fixed, I'm still struggling. Basically, my laptop did a Windows update and something has gone wrong with it. So my laptop's basically bricked at the moment. The way it's looking at the moment is we're probably going to have to reinstall Windows, which is going to be an utter nightmare. So I'm lucky in the sense that my boyfriend is also a gamer, and earlier this year he bought this really fancy cool gaming laptop, the kind that I could only ever dream about. And he saw me struggling yesterday and he was just like, look, download The Sims on mine and we'll see if we can get it to work. So this is actually recorded on his super fancy laptop. It looks so good. Like, I don't know if you can tell a difference in quality in this recording compared to what I record on my laptop, but the difference is like night and day in real life. I mean, my laptop, I would say, is pretty decent. You know, I sunk a decent amount of money into this. It's a good laptop. You know, I can run my Sims games in ultra graphics. Like, I ran The Sims 4 in ultra. However, this is also running The Sims 4 in ultra, and this is giving ultra a whole new meaning. The detail is incredible. Like, I'm shook. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm shook. Like, it looks so good. So with that, I have got The Sims 4 installed on his laptop. So now I'm able to build. I'm able to do that. However, there are some more issues. Obviously, until my laptop is fixed or, you know, back in some sort of working order, at the moment, Sims 2 gameplay and Sims 3 gameplay is going to have to be postponed. Just because, you know, I don't have the patience to sit and fight with a laptop for 6 hours just to record a 20-minute video. Like, we're not doing that. So there's going to be a lot of Sims 4 content on my channel just now. But to be honest, I'm really enjoying building, so I'm not even totally mad about it. You know, there might be a bit of a hiccup with live streams just because, you know, again, everything I do from my laptop, so I'm not able to do everything. So again, Sims 2 live streams on hold for now. You know, we might get this fixed tonight. It might be a really simple thing I'm missing. But you know, if not, you know, these are going to be postponed, and I'm sorry. Even maybe Sims 4 live streams might have to be postponed. I'm having some issues getting his laptop to pick up my mic. So we've got the game running. I have fought with OBS on this laptop to get it to record gameplay, but now it's not recognising my mic, so it is just using the laptop mic, which, to be fair, for a laptop mic isn't too bad. You know, it's got okay audio quality. However, it's really echoey, and, you know, I'm not really about that. So unless we can sort of fix this, you know, I'm going through a lot of extra steps to get this video up, is what I'm saying. I'm not recording on the laptop that I did the build on. I'm having to use my phone to record this voiceover because I just cannot get the audio to work, which is really annoying because the first voiceover I did for this build, this was like a one take, perfect voiceover, and the quality was garbage, like actual garbage. I'm just really defeated. Like, I'm defeated. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not. I'm defeated. However, this build, I would say, is totally worth all the struggles I went through to get here, because I'm just so happy with it. And I'm glad that I'm finally getting to share it with you guys. You know, I'm just really excited about it. So if you guys have any other suggestions for things you want to build, or if you send me like a photo of a house you think would look cool, you know, I'm more than happy to try it. I mean, within reason. If you send me like Buckingham Palace, I'm afraid, you know, build that yourself. Like, we're not there yet. I mean, like something doable for me, you know? I would say this is quite a large house for me. I don't normally build this big, and this is only a 3-bedroom. So I mean, an 8-sim house would be my absolute limit. You know, we're not building a million dollar mansion. We can't do that. Not yet. I was actually wanting to renovate some of the bigger lots in The Sims 4, and I've looked at them and I'm like, I'm a bit too intimidated by this still. We're gonna have to improve a bit before we can come here and take on this beast. In terms of things I've forgotten in the build, there is no smoke alarm and there is no indoor bin. So that is something you would need to add yourself, I'm afraid, because I have already uploaded the lot to the gallery. Speaking of the gallery, I don't normally look at downloads and likes and things because, you know, that kind of thing doesn't really bother me. However, I uploaded this last night. Like, I was hustling to get this build done for today. And then we had this whole host of other issues, so I don't even know what's going up today. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I finished this maybe like 2 in the morning. So I quickly moved a sim in and I was taking my screenshots. This was already on the gallery by this point. Within 5 minutes while I was taking my screenshots, 11 people had downloaded it. Now, for a lot of people, 11's not a big number, but 11 people in 5 minutes is unheard of for me, and that just makes me happy. It makes me happy other people are liking this house because I like it so much, and I know realistically I will never play in this house, which is another reason I wanted to make it quite generic, because although I will never play in it, someone might want to. So, you know, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. We are sort of close to the end now. We're on the upstairs. Again, nothing special, but I think it's nice. I think it's the sort of nice level of decorated but not cluttered. I think it's turned out well. So I'm base game, I do feel quite limited in terms of beds. So I mean, I kind of want to keep all the wood swatches the same, so the 2 single beds are a bit rubbish, but you know, that's fine. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm not even gonna try and criticize things, because any points I pick are gonna be tiny nitpicky things, you know? We're just not about that. You know, today we're trying to be positive. We've had a really hard time fighting with computers. You know, we just want 20 minutes where we're happy. Another positive, I actually built this quite quickly. Normally my speed build footage, I have like 8 hours to try and sift through, whereas this is on speed 4, and I think this is a much nicer speed. It's not giving you whiplash when I spin the camera around. So that's another little positive here. I mean, pats on the back for me. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I did it. I did it. So anyway, we're going to cut off this voiceover here because we are nearing the end. I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and I'm sorry for the delay. You know, I'm sorry there has been such a gap between videos. Like, I don't want that to happen. Like, I'm working hard so that doesn't happen again. I want to keep content flowing. And all I can do is thank you for your support. Like, you know, during this time, you know, you haven't been pestering me, you haven't been at me, maybe you haven't even noticed I've been gone, and that's also fine. But no, I just want to thank you guys so much. Like, it means so much to me to have you guys, you know, invested in my Sims, because, you know, I'm invested. Yeah, live streams, I don't know what's happening. I will let you know when my next one is. I always post it on Tumblr and Twitter, and a couple of Discord servers I'm in as well. But Tumblr and Twitter, I always post when I'm going live. I've ruined this outro. When do I not? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. If you have liked it, please consider leaving a like or even subscribing to the channel just so you can see more. Also, as I said, if you have any build suggestions or even just something you want to say about this build, leave a comment down below and I will get back to you, because I always enjoy it. And I will see you guys in the very next video. Bye!